Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's tutorial where we're going to cover how to go through a proper dynamic warm-up. Now the reason we're doing this in particular is because of a lot of you reaching out and asking us to cover this because of seeing the intro to a lot of our workout videos that has the reminder on always doing a basic warm-up before exercise. So this is going to be a balanced, dynamic approach for how you can get properly warmed up for any kind of exercise. Now this would be relevant whether you're looking to just go for a run or you're trying to do a very focused strength-based workout for an isolated muscle group, such as your chest, your back, your legs, your core, etc. Now the importance of properly warming up is due to a few different reasons. One, it gets your heart rate elevated so that you have more blood flow distributing through your body, which is going to pull more oxygen into your muscles. Two, it lowers the friction between your muscle groups so that everything just moves a little bit better. Three, it loosens up the fascia, which is the tissue that sits between your muscles and your skin. Essentially, it's a big net that just holds everything together, so it allows that to loosen up. But maybe the most important reason to always warm up before you exercise is this is your opportunity to self-check to make sure that everything's moving the way that it should. So let's say, for instance, you want to push yourself in a gym or for now at home with a really heavy weighted focus for your legs. But as you're going through the warm-up, you realize that you're cramping or your knees feel really unusually tight. It's better for you to discover that during the warm-up than when you have a lot of weight loaded on your body. So again, regardless of what you're trying to do exercise-wise, it's always a good idea to go through at minimum a 3 to 5 minute warm-up just to make sure everything's moving okay and to get your body prepared for whatever workout you're about to do. So I'm going to walk through this entire process with you, and then I'm going to upload the actual warm-up component of this video separately so that if you would like, all you have to do is click on that link and watch this step by step before every time you're about to work out, and then you don't have to worry about remembering all the little details that go with it. But all you'll need is a little bit of space. Make sure that at least you have room for a wingspan out to the side and all the way up over your head. Because the first exercise we'll go through is just slow, controlled jumping jacks. And again, with this, you're really just trying to make sure that everything's moving okay so that your ankles feel loose, your knees feel like they can absorb a little bit of impact, and that your shoulders can rotate without any kind of discomfort. And once you go through maybe 10, 15, 20 jumping jacks, just transition in, and you're just going straight in to slow squat. So as with every other time we've done this, make sure that as you're descending, you're controlling your speed on the way down, and that you're always driving through your heels on the descent, and then again as you push your way out of it. And once you go through some squats, you're just going to go straight in to reverse lunges. Now reverse lunges tend to be a little bit easier on your legs because it's easier to control your weight as it moves backwards as opposed to stepping forwards. But with any lunge, never let your knee on the descending leg touch the ground. The reason for that is your kneecap is a floating bone, so anytime that makes impact with the ground, it can dislodge itself. So you always want to stop about a ½ inch away from the ground and then just control your tempo as you stand back up. Once you go through some reverse lunges, we're going to do modified inchworms. So touch your toes and hand walk it down to a plank. Hold briefly and then walk it back, touch your toes, and then repeat. Now with these, you should be able to feel a noticeable stretch through your hamstrings, first on the reach, and then once you settle out and balance yourself, again as you push your way up to the start. After you go through a handful of those, hold yourself in the plank, focus on keeping your butt in the proper alignment, and then very slowly start to go through mountain climbers. Now with these, you're trying to use the weight of your leg against yourself. So you don't want to step. You're trying to hold your foot all the way through the movement and point your toe back. That way your abs get involved, your legs can flex through the entire sequence, and it starts to loosen up your lower back. Once you go through that for a bit, widen your feet, get your hands set, and then you're just doing slow, controlled push-ups, just to try to loosen up your chest, your shoulders, and your arms. And once you go through a few of those, reset your hands, reset your feet, and then mountain climbers at a little quicker pace. And then set your feet, walk it all the way back, and now back into inchworms. Trying to take it at a little quicker tempo. And if you had problems touching your toes at the beginning, hopefully now you can feel that things are loosening up a bit and that flexibility should feel a little easier. And last one. All the way back up. Now you can switch into forward lunges, because at this point, hopefully things are starting to move a little better, and you'll know whether or not you can trust yourself as far as stepping forward and putting that higher impact on your knees. Once you go through a few of those, reset your feet and just go through some squats. And then back to jumping jacks. Next, high knees. So with these, you're more or less trying to run in place, staying up on the balls of your feet and getting your knees to the same level as your hips. So you don't have to do too many. This is just to really start to get your heart rate to go up. And then we'll switch to butt kickers, which is just going in reverse. And then back to high knees. And then back to jumping jacks. Now, I don't know exactly how long that was. I'm assuming it was a few minutes, but hopefully you can all hear my breathing's elevated. It's a little bit harder for me to talk right now, and that's a pretty good sign that everything I need to be warmed up is ready to go for whatever my exercise focus of the day might be. Now, if at this point you're feeling lightheaded, feeling a little bit dizzy, good indicator. Maybe you didn't drink enough water, maybe you didn't eat enough, and ultimately, maybe you're not ready to work out. So this is your opportunity to discover that before you put yourself in a really compromising position, especially if you're going to have weight involved. So hopefully this was helpful. Please take the time, leave a comment with any questions that you might have. Please subscribe so that you see our upcoming videos that are about to be published. And again, just let us know what you would like us to cover in the future, because this particular video came straight from all of you. So hope it helps, hope you're all doing okay, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks guys, bye.